Hi beauties, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kennedy and today's video is going to be the mid-year wrap-up. Now I got these questions from Larry Reads here on YouTube, but I'm not exactly 100% sure who started this mid-year book tag, so I'm just gonna give credit to Larry and whoever else. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And with that being said, let's get into the mid-year wrap-up. Actually, this is going up in July, so it'll be slightly over half a year, but it's fine. It's going up in early July, so I figure it's fine. Okay, best book you've read so far in 2026. This one is easy, Cowboy Casual by Holly Renee. I am like the biggest Colt Calloway stan. That was also my first 5-star read of the year, so I think I just like hold that one as a special place in my heart. But Cowboy Casual is a single dad, second chance, cowboy romance, and it is so good. I mean, so good. Okay, worst book you've read so far in 2026. Okay, I chose two for this one. The Night We Met by Abby Jimenez. My dog's okay. I don't know what my dog is doing, but as I was saying, The Night We Met by Abby Jimenez. Now, I would say I usually love Abby Jimenez, but her last two releases, Say You'll Remember Me and The Night We Met, just didn't. There she goes again. Just did not hit for me. The Night We Met by Abby Jimenez, I DNF'd. The issue for me was that it was a boyfriend's best friend romance. Now normally that wouldn't be a huge issue, except her and the boyfriend were together for like 80% of the book. And I felt bad for the boyfriend. I know he was kind of a bad boyfriend, like he was a bad boyfriend, but like I don't think that justifies what they did. You know, I don't know. It just felt off for me. And then Our Perfect Storm by Carly Fortune, which is a childhood friends to lovers romance. Now my issue with this one was that she was engaged and her fiance literally leaves her at the altar, and then all of a sudden she's like, I love my best friend. I've always loved him. No one else can have him, and I'm jealous of the girls who have. And it's like, you were literally about to marry somebody else. Why do you feel so strongly about him all of a sudden? I didn't understand that. Best sequel you've read so far in 2026. Okay, it's book number 2 and that is The Small Town Smoke Show by Holly Renee, which is the sequel to Cowboy Casual. This is a sister's ex-boyfriend romance. Oh, the yearning. Holly Renee, the woman that you are. I loved it. I love Cowboy Casual and I love Small Town Smoke Show. I'm the biggest Calloway Brothers fan. Okay, worst sequel you've read so far in 2026. So, I don't know if this counts as like a sequel, because it's not like the second book in the series. It's, I think, the 6th book in the series. Let me check. I think it's like the 5th or the 6th book in this. Yeah, it's the 6th book in the series, and that is King of Gluttony by Anna Wong. So it's not really a sequel, but it's kind of a sequel. This was supposedly a rivals to lovers romance, but I was confused on where the rivals were coming in, and like, I don't know, to me they just didn't feel like they were rivals. My review of this is DNF. This felt like when you put on hand sanitizer and have a cut on your hand. I need a break from Anna Wong. I am taking an Anna Wong break. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like her books are all starting to feel kind of similar to me, and I can't enjoy them because like they're all the same. So I would say that one, even though it's not technically a sequel. Maybe it is. I don't know. Tell me, does that count as a sequel? I say it does. Okay, new release you haven't read yet but want to. That is Phoebe Berman's Gonna Lose It by Brooke Averick. The premise sounds really cool and funny, and I don't know, it just sounds like a cute, funny, like rom-com. And I've heard really good things about it, so I'm excited to read it. But that's the new release that I really want to read. And I'm going to read it soon. I promise. Okay, most anticipated release for the second half of the year. Okay, so that is Bad Idea by Elle Kennedy, which is about Ivy De Laurentiis and AJ Connolly, so Dean De Laurentiis' daughter and Jake Connolly's son. I'm really excited about that. I don't quite know what kind of romance it's going to be yet because she hasn't told us the tropes. And then obviously ACOTAR 6. I cannot wait for ACOTAR 6. I just hope it's about Azrael. Really. I don't really care what else it's, you know, like as long as it's about Azrael, I'm good. We don't have titles or anything, but I know it's coming out in like October. Okay. Biggest surprise of the year was probably The Night We Met by Abby Jimenez, me not liking it because I love Abby Jimenez and like, I don't know what it, again, it was probably just the fact that like she's still with the boyfriend 80% in, and like I understand the slow burn of it and the like realizing that he's actually the one I'm supposed to be with, but it just didn't, I feel like the execution was kind of bad. Okay, favorite new author, debut or new to you? I feel like we know where this is going, but it's Holly Renee. She just knows how to write a yearning romance, and I love yearning. I think we need to bring back men yearning because the yearning in her books, also she knows how to write the cutest small town, the most fun characters that really pull you in. I just love her writing, and I'm going to read more of her for sure. Newest fictional crush, again, I feel like you can tell where this is going, but that is Colt Calloway from Cowboy Casual. Daddy Colt. Daddy Colt. The things that this man would say, I was just like, oh my god, I love you. He's the cutest dad. He's the most protective male main character. Like, I just love him. I'm in love with him. Like, he slays every time. Truly. I could go on and on about my love for Colt Calloway, but I feel like that might be a little much. So we are not going to do that. But Book That Made You Cry, Restitution by Lee Rivers. That is the third book in the Edge of Darkness trilogy, which is one of the most heartbreaking dark romances I've ever read, but it's also so beautiful. It just made me cry so much because the way that she has always fought for him, fought for them, fought for herself after everything that they have gone through, and they've gone through a lot, like a lot. I'm talking about a lot of trauma. Like, I had to take a break from Restitution last year because it was, here she goes again. Okay. Because it was so much. I'm just gonna keep talking. Because it was so much. But, oh my god, it was so beautiful and so emotional, and it made me cry. Okay. Book That Made You Happy is definitely Whisper Sweet Nothings by Laura Pavlov. This is a single dad nanny, small town romance. One of my favorite single dad romances that I've read this year. Archer Chadwick, Melody, Winnie. Melody was such a cute kid. She called her My Winnie. I can't say enough good things. Go read it. Like, please. It's the 6th book in the Rosewood River series, but you do not have to read them in order. They are interconnected standalones. Obviously, if you read the other ones, Whisper Sweet Nothings makes a little bit more sense, but, like, it's not a requirement, if that makes sense. You don't have to read it in order for Whisper Sweet Nothings to make sense. You can. I definitely recommend reading the whole series. I love the whole series, but you do not have to read the whole series. Okay, most beautiful book you've bought so far this year or received. Okay, I have that one here. And that is, so my mom actually got me this from Barnes & Noble, and that is my special edition of Powerless by Lauren Roberts. I mean, look at the edges. It says darling, which is what he calls her. The edges are just the flowers, and it's the Barnes exclusive edition, including special content, but obviously I've already read this. But it's just beautiful. I think it's my favorite special edition that I bought this year, because I bought a lot of special editions last year that obviously I can't include because they were bought last year. So I would have to go with this one. This one's not really a special edition, but this is a deluxe edition that I recently bought, and that is West of Forever. And then on the spine it just has Lark and Tristan and the Heartstone ranch symbol, and it's pretty beautiful, but powerless for sure. Okay, what books do you need to read by the end of the year? Okay, I chose a lot of summer romances because it's summer and I want to read summer romances. So Summer in the City by Alex Astor. Look at that edge. Summer in the City. And then everyone keeps recommending The Paradise Problem by Christina Lauren to me, so I'm really interested in reading that. I think we'll add this one too, The Perfect Marriage by Geneva Rose. I've been wanting to read this thriller for a really long time, so I feel like it's finally time to do that. And then I would say Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood, because people have been casting the person that plays Dean De Laurentiis as Jack, I think his name is, and I want to see why. So definitely that one. Okay, those are all the questions for the mid-year tag. If you want to do this tag, I'll leave the questions in the description. Let me know what some of your favorite reads or least favorite reads of 2026 so far are. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next week.